another episode of Weeble Slash Podcast. I am Mel.
Welcome back. I am excited. It's your boy Nightman.
So obviously, make sure you like,
comment,
share, subscribe to the channel. Yes, make sure you got the notification bell. Click so you are notified when the latest video has came out. So today we switching it up a little bit. We dropping some news on what we've been doing recently for the last couple of weeks. Certain things coming out the pipeline, the anime world. So the first thing we want to discuss is what's going on at the Anime Expo. It's a lot of news coming out, dropping out, hot and ready, like Little Caesar's pizzas. So first thing we want to talk about is what's this coming out. You know, a lot of things we've been discussing on the channel periodically, from chainsaw movies coming out. We talked about that briefly, to the new season of Looking at the Girl. But Jobless Reincarnation, we did a reaction to that trailer as well. So if you have not watched it, go ahead and check out the channel, Weeble Slice. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the main thing that's coming out, Project M. I don't know too much about that, but obviously I just mentioned Chainsaw Man. I know a lot of people like Ghost in the Shell, got a new anime that's coming out. We actually currently watching Gachi. We was talking about this off screen. We was talking about we both are basically caught up to the series and what's going on. And we like, this is a good show. I had to rate it, it's like a B-class anime for me right now. I don't know about him, but it's not the greatest, but it's a decent anime to get into. What do you think about that so far?
About Gachi?
Yeah.
It's mid tier. It's a mid tier anime. Like I said, I think that summer anime is so stacked, and the fact that Gachi kind of a little bit resembles Togenaki, the premise is. So it's unfortunate that I don't think that either one of them will be able to really break out from the other one just because of coming out at the same time. And they're both mid-tier. They're pretty decent anime. But that, and with it so many different summer anime right now, it's a lot to take in.
So now, me personally, I think out of all the shows I see on this list, I think the banger for me is Farron, Beyond Journey's End Season 2. Now, if we did a reaction, I know it says coming out in spring or beginning of 2026. Now, that's probably one of the shows I'm most excited for. It, even though I do like Bleach, I think Farron's like by far the star of the show at this particular list, in my opinion. I know a lot of people was excited for Cyberpunk because people was really happy for that. But out of all the shows that I watched, by far is Farron for me personally.
Yeah, so let's take a look and see, what are they talking about with Farron? What's going on? Says Farron Beyond Journey's End Season 2 reveals that its first teaser trailer, giving us a glimpse at the contributions of Farron Journey. While it was already known that it will release in January 2026, Crunchyroll confirms it with the streaming of it. So that's pretty awesome. Then, as you said, Bleach Thousand Year War Part 4, The Calamity.
Go ahead and say what you're going to say. I'm going to say my opinion. I'm not going to forget.
So I think that right now is a good time if you haven't caught up, because this is coming out in 2026 as well, to go ahead and catch up, because even your boy, yes me, I am even caught up to 1,000 Year War, and I know what's going on. If I can do it, I know anybody else can do it. Hey, look at that visual though.
The visual is fire.
That mug is kind of fire.
But I just don't really like how they really milking this last season, boy. They is milking the heck out of this last season. 4 parts of one season is crazy. But we'll see what happens. I think they really pushing these fights farther and farther back. Like that, I think they just really milking the heck out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they are milking it, but that's kind of hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard.
And I'm not going to ruin it for it, because if you know what's going on in Bleach World right now, you know why Ichigo is being transformed. I will leave it at that.
Then you got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We actually covered this as well. Yep. Steel Ball Run, Part 7, and that was revealed at the Anime Expo along with a special illustration. So I think that Steel Ball Run, I'm not a big JoJo fan, but I'm happy that some people are getting what they want. Not particularly me, but I think that it's going to do numbers just because it has a fan base somewhere. It does. Don't let me talk about that. They might come out of the woodwork, so be for that too.
But that's what we're going to talk about regarding this particular topic. Now, this is flip it on Uno Reverse. So, Uno is actually, again, Jujutsu Kaisen theme anime. Now, I wonder what to be coming to the West because obviously, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is definitely a Japanese exclusive. So it's Uno deck of cards with Jujutsu Kaisen theme. Now, I think it's pretty dope. You want to increase the image, but they got all the characters in it, and obviously here in the West we like Uno, and we like to do Uno with our own rules, house rules, if you get what I mean.
So, what does it say right there at the beginning?
It was basically saying the popular Uno card is releasing, like I said, a Jujutsu Kaisen anime edition in late August 2025. All these stores is basically overseas, 'cause I never heard of them. And so they're going to be priced at 1,540 yen, which is around $10. So, like I mentioned, a Japanese exclusive. I doubt it if we get lucky to get this in the West, because I don't see anything with guard coming over here. Cause we got other stuff.
Says Q4. Hold on.
Go
says
ahead.
Q4.
A board game. So they getting multiple different collaborations. You know, you get because Uno basically collaborated previously with Naruto. I never seen a Naruto one in person. Have you?
I have not.
So, and then they got a Haikyuu one as well.
I wonder if I can get these on Amazon.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. Can I get these on Amazon?
So I never seen these in person. So One Piece, Monopoly One Piece, Naruto One Piece. I think I saw a Dragon Ball one before. That's about it. But other than that, no, I have not seen any of these in person. So most of these are usually Japanese exclusive. But I think it'd be pretty cool to have a Shippuden Uno deck. But yeah, so you guys, you let us know what you think about. You know, Uno is a really big, popular card game over here in the United States. So what you think about Jujutsu Kaisen getting a anime themed Uno deck?
I think that'd be pretty awesome, but it's gonna cause some more fights.
So next news for the week is we discussing Crunchyroll reveals. I don't know what's going on today. Reveals exciting new anime acquisition for the fall. So if you've been paying attention to our YouTube channel, you would know we actually discussed a few of these already. We already talked about my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes, and we definitely talked about This Monster Wants to Eat Me. We both reviewed both trailers on the channel. Go ahead and check it out if you have not. So basically, they just talking about what's coming out in the fall and what's going to be streaming on Crunchyroll and stuff like that. And there's a couple of anime they want to talk about, like I said, for October, and what studio actually make each anime. Is any anime that the crazy part? We just recently talked about one of those shows, which is Mechanical Marie, and this guy was like, "Yeah, he's checking it out already." So, what you want to say about the list that's coming up for the fall?
Well, I would say that the article also states that some is fall 2025, some of 2026. But as far as this list, I think we're going to be eating good in fall. I think we're going to be eating really good. My status as an assassin, obviously, exceeds the hero. That's going to be good. Monster Who Eats Me, that was a little weird, but I don't know if I'm here for that. But Mechanical Mary, I'm here for that. The Warrior Princess and the Barbarian King, we actually did one to that, so I'm here for that as well. So I think that with Crunchyroll getting more of these acquisitions, at least we know that, hey, there'll be more for us to watch. Whether or not I'll watch everything this fall, because I stated this before, I think that the fall lineup isn't going to be as stacked as how the summer is. And if you're an anime fan like me, you know that it is so stacked right now. There's literally probably 25 plus anime to watch just on probably Crunchyroll alone, not including anything on any other platform like Netflix, Hulu, High Dive, or Ocean Vale. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's going to be that stacked.
Yeah, so I'm not going to add too much input regarding these anime. My input already been saved on previous episodes, because we already discussed this. There's no reason to knock people on head over and over again about the same titles. But Roll Over and Die, that's another one. You know what I'm saying? The Invisible Man and his soon-to-be wife. Like, I'm not gonna really knock people over the head for a lot of things that we already previously discussed it. We basically made our synopsis and what we think about those anime based on the trailer, and then we save our opinion, especially if the anime becomes super popular. We usually resurface that anime depending on how everything go. For instance, I don't want to give this anime too much love, but it's something lower or something. But we did a podcast on that, and people love that show. It have literally a cult following. I'm gonna just be honest.
Oh, you talking about Loaded Mystery?
Yeah. They have a
I mean, you can just go ahead and say it's not a mystery. It's not a mystery.
It has a legit cult following because they over here just over here, they just sniping you left and right, boy, taking nothing but shots. But that's another comment. That's another topic for another day. So, because they said German dubs and all that stuff, like, okay, on to the next one. We don't care. Answer Stephen A. Smith.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
So now the whole topic of the TikTok Live, right? We're talking about how ReZero is getting acquired by a new studio. Now, ReZero is one of the most popular izakayas out there, obviously. And he was discussing off camera how hopefully they can keep the quality of the anime as good as it has been in the last previous seasons. So take it away.
I mean, so new studio acquires White Fox, and not only do they make ReZero, but Steins Gate. I personally couldn't get into Steins Gate. I literally fell asleep on it. It was just not my cup of tea. Guy going back in time, I just was like, this is sleepiness. But it says Alpha Polios has announced the acquisition of its shares of the anime studio White Fox, making it the wholly owned subsidiary as of July 31st. This decision was approved by the board meetings held at the day. So, dang.
Give me those.
For real. And it founded in 2007 in Tokyo. They made, what is that? Steins Gate, ReZero, The Hero Overpowered but Overly Cautious. I watched that. And Akami look at that. Akami got killed.
You never know.
So, they originally a digital publisher, increasing shift towards the multi-platform. So, there you go. So the biggest thing is just to make sure that quality is the same, making sure that
So that's the main point of this acquisition is increase awareness of its companies and works. Basically, they want to get their name out there to more people, more notoriety.
Right there, high quality anime adaptations of its IPs using White Fox's technical capabilities. Boom.
And they basically want the turnover rate when it comes to putting out anime at a higher rate. Basically, that's what they would like to do as well. And basically, they want to attract more eyes to overseas and higher visuals. So I guess that's see how because when studios take over, they basically go in a different art direction. We noticed in a lot of anime they did that. The one that's top of my head right now is Attack on Titan. Had the first 2 seasons, and then the last few seasons actually changed art direction to a degree. If you can pick that up, it was a whole new studio who took over Attack on Titan. But I'm just happy the story was able to be finished. So yeah, that's why we leave it at that.
And look, it says recent Alpha Polis titles adapted into anime: Gate, Sakabichi, Moonlit Fantasy, Monster, Your Show,
See, I didn't even say that.
the new Gate. You know what I'm saying? New Saga, which is this is right here is a summer anime out right now. Possibility of the greatest alchemist of all time. That came out, I think maybe winter.
We watched that, didn't we? We both watched that.
Something like that.
We both watched that. But that's what they try to accomplish with this acquisition. It's
Goblin Slayer.
Not too much to write home about it. They really just want more eyes on their studio. That's really what they want.
That was a part timer. Those are some of the ones that are from White Fox. So it's definitely something to keep your eyes open for and see if that quality goes down. See what they do with all these different IPs and see if they can bring something back to life.
So in the other anime news, that's discussed. So let's talk about it. So I plan to stick with it to the end of concern. I'm trying to get through the title, so just bear with me for a moment. So what is this talking about? Because I know you brought this particular topic up.
Let's read it.
So it's basically saying it's more accusation about White Fox. It's just elaborating what this one was talking about. That's literally what it is. It's elaborating what they already talked about and the reason why they're doing it in a more in-depth article. That's literally what it is. It's basically, like I said, going the date associated with it, who they are, and why they sell it to them. It's just elaborating on what I already talked about regarding ReZero being sold, who they are, and stuff like that. So, and then they basically showing on Twitter who actually the source who actually basically put that information out there on Twitter. So that's basically what it is. Just a elaboration on what we were just discussing regarding White Studio, who they are, what their background is, who and how they can basically put ReZero more on the market. Which, let's be honest, ReZero already have a huge following already, so that's why they probably really wanted that particular anime, because they want those particular eyes on their studio.
Yeah, I think that they want it to be a, I guess, in a way you can say it's kind of niche isekai, because yeah, people know about it, but it's not like on My Hero Academia. It's not one of the Naruto's. There's no Bear Near Big 3 or something like that. So maybe that might be their aim, is just to get more eyes on it. Not necessarily being that big, but big enough to where it's a household name, which I can respect that.
Yes, if they can really take the animation style to a whole other level, which I don't know, because it's when you get to a certain level like Demon Slayer, but the story has to play an impact to why the animation is being so beautiful. So Demon Slayer takes off when they really go into like high battle type of incidents, and it just goes to the whole nother level. That's when you really see because Demon Slayer is a beautiful show altogether, but it really takes it to new heights when you see them in action in a lot of ways, especially like the Red Light District arc, the Mugen Train arc. I can keep going. But those scenes, when they really take it to the next level, is really let Demon Slayer shine in that particular matter.
Definitely. And the last season of ReZero, it definitely had some really good fight scenes. If you guys check out our shorts, I actually have one of those fight scenes with the beautiful tiger. If you know, you know. So I'll leave it there. But if you made it this far, make sure that you check out one of these videos. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We appreciate y'all with the news. And as always,
we are Weeble Slice.
And we are out.
See,